guys, it's Kalyn Sarai. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below, make that red button white, and I promise you it'll be a really good time. So welcome back, Hampton. This is another Hampton inspired video. I know I filmed a freshman year experience last year, so if you're an incoming freshman at Hampton or any university HBCU, go ahead and hit that card up there, and it talks about my whole freshman year experience, and you really get a little taste of my personal life and how my experience was. So for today's video, I decided that I'm going to share with you the things that I've learned at Hampton, lessons that Hampton has taught me, and why it's a good choice to choose Hampton University. The first thing that Hampton has taught me is not to limit myself. It's really important to understand that college is not like high school, and while there may be a whole bunch of clubs and sports teams just like high school, there are an endless amount of opportunities that aren't really available to you in high school, like things that are more directed towards your major, what you're trying to study. And so it's very important that you take charge of all those opportunities. I think of college as like the prequel to the real world. So it's very important that you take charge of the opportunities that universities offer to you, because many universities have the resources that high schools don't. So that's a very valuable lesson that Hampton has taught me. I know it's very easy to tell yourself that you can't do it or your plate will be too full, and while that may be true, a lot of people pack their plate so much, like they just have so much on their plate that they can't even take a break. Try not to overwork yourself, but try to give yourself ample amount of time to be able to do all the things that you want to do. For example, this past year I went ahead and I ventured out and I became a bots leader. If you watched my video last year explaining my freshman year experience, you heard me talk about bots and how I was in the show. This year I was pretty much directing the show with a few of my other peers of QTX, and so it was very fun. And even though it was very stressful and challenging and I did not have any time for myself, it was a really good experience, and I gained a lot of littles. Love you guys, shout out to y'all. But I gained a lot of family and West Coast family, and I grew closer with them, and I became vice president of the West Coast Club, the pre-alumni council. Like, I feel like that in itself, I was able to really go after things that I never would have done. Make sure that you don't limit yourself and you try to go above and beyond and do whatever you can to make yourself, your stay at Hampton University perfect, and make the time go by, because Hampton is a place where you want to make memories. Not just Hampton, but college in general is a place where you want to make memories. So do everything you can to make the best memories. You can look back on them when you're older with your friends sipping wine like, yup, I did that. So just make sure you don't limit yourself, okay? Do whatever you can to make your college experience worthwhile. So the second lesson that Hampton has taught me is that representation matters. It matters so much. Like, I knew about this, like I've learned about this earlier just because I like to carry myself a certain way, but Hampton in itself just repressed the issue. Like, representation matters. I know it's true. If you guys have heard about Hampton, it is so true. If you've heard the rumor, Hampton University, like all the students who go there, were bougie AF. Like, we're really bougie, and I'll admit it, it's okay. We're bad and we're bougie. I think that being on Hampton's campus has taught me how to carry myself, how to dress, and how to just look presentable in any kind of setting, whether it be a professional setting, a social setting. Like, it's molded me to know how to look and how to present myself to people and how to hold yourself to a certain standard. When you leave Hampton's campus, I promise you 105% that you will know how to dress for a job interview. You will. I'm telling you, you will know how to dress for it, because Hampton has this rule where you gotta wear business pro at certain occasions, certain events, and even though it may be annoying, like in the moment, when you're out of college, you're gonna appreciate it so much. Like, sometimes I feel like I'm overdressing when I'm at home, but that's because at school you're expected to dress and hold yourself to that certain standard. So it's like people are always asking you when you come home, like, why do you look so nice? And it's just like, this is just how I dress. Because on Hampton's campus, when you dress up, that's considered normal, but when you dress down and you look bummy, that's not considered normal. Isn't that weird? But I love it. I love how Hampton is so high maintenance, because you know how to present yourself, and that's something that Hampton's campus has taught me. One of my friends had encountered this summer. So she had a job interview. She was waiting with all the other interviewees or whatever. And my friend's name was Elena. So Elena was dressed in like business pro, the heels, like, you know, the whole white collar shirt, blazer type thing. And other people who were interviewing were wearing flip-flops and I don't even know what they're wearing, Crocs I think, and just jeans, like just not business pro. When you go to an interview, you need to hold yourself and carry yourself a certain way. You gotta look a certain way, and that's just something that Hampton will teach you. It'll teach you how to look and how to dress and what to wear for this occasion and what not to wear for this occasion. Like literally, that's something that Hampton University molds all of its students to get to know. So I really think that if you come to Hampton, you know how to carry yourself. Representation really matters, you guys, and people really look at that. Like people who interview people for a job, they look at how you're dressing, and it's very important that you remember that. So I mean, you come to Hampton's campus, you will know exactly how to dress for, you know. The third lesson that I learned on Hampton's campus is to act as if you already have it. Confidence is so important, especially on this campus. I don't know about other campuses. You can let me know down below what school you go to if you're in college, but I can only speak on Hampton's Accord just because I go there. But on this campus, confidence is key to being in any organization, any club, representing your major. Like, you need to be confident. The opportunities that I took on this campus built a certain amount of confidence that I can accredit to Hampton University. Thanks to you guys who watch my videos, and you guys who in particular watched my Hampton video from last year, my freshman experience, because I came to school during my new sophomore year, and people knew who I was. Freshmen recognized my face from the video, and it was in that moment that I realized that I have to hold myself to a certain standard. I have to carry myself a certain way. And so this whole year, like, I made sure that I went out and I did everything that I could to make sure that I was happy, that I lived life to the fullest, and I created memories on this campus. So act as if you already have it. Go out for the president or vice president of that club. Audition for that musical. Let's say you don't get the lead role that you auditioned for. Just know that it wasn't in God's plan and that He has something else cooking up for you. Something better. But just go for everything. Don't let anything hold you back. Be confident. Act as if you already have it. Okay? Okay. And the last thing that I learned this past year on Hampton's campus is not to change yourself to accommodate to the people that you're hanging out with. Does that make sense? If you have to change who you are for the people that you're hanging out with, realize that they are not meant to be your friends. I had to, you know, go out and venture out because I realized that the group of people that I was hanging out with, I was changing myself. It's important to never change who you are as a person so much to the point where it starts to make you unhappy and it starts to make you not recognize your own self. And that's so sad because it happens to a lot of us. It really does. It happened to me last year. I mean, it's not to say that it was because of my friends. It wasn't because of my friends, but it was just because I was changing myself. And it's important that you don't change yourself. Make sure you stay true to who you are because you're special, you're unique, and you will find that perfect group of friends or just that perfect clique that you can settle into. You don't have to change yourself to find it. So that is the end of my video. I hope you guys understood the tips that I was trying to give you and the lessons that I've learned. It was kind of hard to form them into what I was, you know, thinking of. So I hope you guys understood them, but they're really big lessons that I learned this past year. I want you guys to take them upon yourself and make sure that you come into Hampton's campus knowing what and what not to do. And I kind of want to act as like, you know, your big sister, you know, and let you guys know the struggles that I've went through. Maybe you guys won't have to go through those same struggles. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like this video and share it with your friends and share it with the baby ogres who are like the new incoming class since it's 2017. The ogres are coming in and it's the year of the ogre. I'm quintessence, so I'm almost there, but I wish you baby ogres the best of luck this year. And you know, if this is like, you know, later years, I wish, you know, QT11 and Onyx 12, you know, and so forth. I wish you all the best of luck on Hampton's campus. I hope to see you in my next video. I love you guys. Mwah.